Hello, and welcome to another tournament in review with me, Skari, your grateful host. Going to a 4-round RTT with my Sky Splinter Drukhari. Let's see what happens.
The Dark King.
Well, hello everyone. You know, this is another tournament in review. I'm Skari. Sky Splinter Assault has been the medicine that we all needed, prescribed by the homunculi up above. So this is a tournament review. For anybody who's brand new, I take my list to a tournament, I play every game, and I break down my list for you to learn with me. So, first thing we're going to do, go over the list, going to talk about it a little bit, then we're going to go to the event, play 4 rounds, and then we're going to come back to the studio and I break down any changes I might want to do and things that I learned, and hopefully we can learn together. And here we have 2,000 points of Drukhari. This is so many models. It is wild. No raiders, as you can see. Let's go through the list and kind of what my original thoughts are. So I've played about 14 games with this list so far. 14 games with, a list varied, like little changes here and there. But it has sort of revolved around this concept for the Sky Splinter Assault. For this list, I've brought my Archon Skari Warlord. He's brought an Archon with the Spiteful Raider enhancement, as well as another Archon with the Nightmare Shroud for the No Overwatch. 3 units of 5 Incubi make up their retinues. My last character is a Beast Pack. This unit is one of the best units in the Drukhari Index. Sadly, it's not available. Even my birds are just like zombie side birds, but then you've got a Warg from Lord of the Rings. That's an actual Chimera. That's an actual Metal Clawed Fiend, and that's a Beast Pack master. But you can convert your own. I highly recommend you do. I do have a unit of 3 rear jet bikes with a heat lance, 3 units of 5 mandrakes to help me score points, 3 units of 5 scourge, 2 units have 4 dark lances each, and 1 unit has haywire blasters. Then we have sort of like the meat and potatoes of the list, 2 units of 10 Cabalite warriors with all the bells and whistles, 1 unit of 10 witches. Now, I didn't bring Lilith because I'm bringing the 3rd Archon. However, there is a build where you can bring Lilith, and I think she's really good. And then 2 units of Rax. Now, Rax in Sky Splinter, very important to help generate pain tokens during your opponent's turn, as when they die, they give you a pain token. To round out the list, a single Chronos and 5 Venoms with double cannons to help split all my 10 strong units into multiple units of 5, meaning that I end up having an army with like 30 different units. So there you have it, folks. The aim is simple. Let's see how this list does. 4 rounds. It's going to be a qualifying event for an invitational that Lionel from 10th Planet or X Planet is going to be running later in the year. And I'm really, really excited to try and make it. So let's go to the event. I'll see you there. Just walked in before all the crazy happens.
Yes.
Lionel's running the little RTT today at
guy.
X Planet or 10th Planet Games. He's been supporting the channel for a while, so check the link in the description and order some stuff from the store.
Yeah, this guy.
Round number 1 at the event. Here we are. I get to play against Thomas and his Harlequin Eldar army. We meet again. This time I don't have all the Talos like the last time we met. And this is Dawn of War, Vital Ground, and Vox Static. So it's not the regular GW missions, it's a custom mission. And we're playing on GW Layout 3, which doesn't leave a lot of hiding in a Dawn of War style mission. So that's going to be interesting. However, Thomas is going first. So he's got his cards, we're going to play back and forth. Having second turn in this kind of mission is actually really good, especially because our home objectives only counts as 2 points on primary, and it's 5 points for each of the ones in the middle, and then 6 for your opponents. Having the potential to get last turn 6 points on that objective there is very, very big. Other than that, wish me luck. Let's see what happens. This is a practice event for me, and I talked about this in the intro, but Toronto Winter Opens next weekend, so I'm testing out the list. I'm debating whether or not the Reaver jet bikes are good, etc., etc. So let's do that. End of round number 1. I got 78 points to 43 for the Eldar. I had second turn, which really, really helped. I was able to capture enemy outposts at the end and basically score every objective. Scourge are incredible. We'll talk about it more at the studio, but even without like a bunch of paint tokens, they are still so good just for their ability to move and shoot and all that good stuff, which is crazy. Okay, so with that,
Thomas was a great opponent, and that was really fun. This is like the third time we've met in battle, so it gets closer and closer every time. It's awesome, really fun game. And we'll go on to round number 2. Okay, so round number 2. I don't remember if I did a video before we started. I got to play Canoptec Court, 18 wraiths, 3 Satan, some scarabs, a little bit of other stuff. Man, was that a mess. There is 1 Transcendent Satan left and 1 Doomstalker left, and I've killed all the other Necrons. It is an 8-point game. The Drukhari wins 80-72. It was really, really close. Hold 1, hold 2, hold 3. Oh my gosh, what a wild game. Very, very good game, so shout out to Ryan for playing it. It was fantastic. Okay, so with that, 2-0. Let's go to the next game. But that was a tough one. You get to play against Space Wolves, Gladius Strike Force Space Wolves with Murderfang, a big bunch of Thunderwolf Cavalry. We're playing Scorched Earth and Hammer and Anvil. And sticky objectives for everybody, because that's the missions that they drew for this one, which is really cool. So he's going to be investigating signals. I'm kind of hiding behind here. I like this deployment for Hammer and Anvil because you actually can hide, which is nice. So with that, wish me luck as we go into round number 3. That is game. I ended up going second, which really helped me, but I basically zoned out the whole board. I killed the Land Raider turn 1 with 15 damage from the Haywire Scourge. That was just wild. I did so much work. And then they all died to, Bolter and Scepters, but the Land Raider was dead. That's all that mattered. Other than that, I did win this one, so we're 3-0 right now going into the last round. And so Draco, good game. That was really fun. Okay, so with that, wish me luck. Last round. I do have some comments actually when we go back to the studio, because so far the jet bikes are the thing that I'm debating removing for more racks for the Toronto Winter Open. We will see. They actually were really useful in this game specifically, but useful enough that I might make it into my list some more. So we'll see. Okay, so with that, on to round number 4. Playing against Deamons, round number 4 against Diogo from Hump Day 40k podcast. Make sure you check him out. Also Stutter Scrub. He plays on the Stutter Scrub team. He's playing a bunch of Rendmasters and Khorne and Be'lakor and big, great unclean one. As you can see, I'm screening out the 3-inch deep strike here because he took behind enemy lines and deployed teleport homers. So it's definitely going to be an interesting mission here. He went first, but actually really good for me. However, it's definitely going to get spicy. It's his 3rd turn now. He's making a commitment. He's jumping down, trying to get some charges. It's going to be intense. And that is game. What a close game that was. 62 points for the Demons, 68 points for the Drukhari. Going second really helped me. It was a key moment on turn 3, which almost let me lose the game. I was able to zone out behind enemy lines for like 4 out of the 5 turns, which was wild. If he would have taken cleanse, it probably would have been a bit of a different game. Other than that, fantastic match. What a wild ride. Let's go back to the studio. Take a look at the list. And by the way, this beast of Nurgle, I hope it dies in a fire.
And we're back. Okay, that was fun. I ended up winning first place, which was awesome. Great games against 4 fantastic opponents. That's what this hobby is all about. Having fun with friends and rolling dice and making stuff happen. So let's go over the list and what I have learned as I'm preparing for the Toronto Winter Open, which is a tournament that's happening next weekend, or this weekend if you're watching it this week, which is exciting. So everything I've learned so far is essentially pushing my way to try and win a GT next weekend, or at least do well. Well, every single game I learned something different. The biggest thing I wanted to see was whether or not the Reaver jet bikes were worth keeping over a 3rd unit of ranks. And I want to say that so far, so good. Like, they were okay in 2 of the 4 games. So for the GT, I think I will keep them. And I don't really want to change the list too much. There are a couple of ideas I have, but that would change the dynamic of the list. We'll go over those in a second. Game 1 I played against Eldar, and the Haywire Scourge were fantastic, killing all the little Eldar vehicles. The Mandrakes, of course, are incredible in every single game. And the Beast Pack died very quickly in that game, but in every other game, it proved its worth. The 3 units of Incubi with Archons are very good. I do think that's actually where I can drop some points. I feel like I could drop 1 unit of Incubi and an Archon, not the Warlord Archon, but, just one of the Archons. take a Raider instead of a Venom, put in Lilith, make one, and then have a big unit of 10 witches with Lilith and a Raider, and I feel like that would also sort of fit the style of this list. The Cavalite Warriors are incredible. I would never leave home without them. Sticky objectives are the key to being able to hold primary missions with the Drukhari. So I would never leave home with at least one unit, but 2 units is usually my go-to, just because you get the extra guns as well. The Kronos has been a matter of debate between Drukhari players as of late. I really do like the Kronos because you have so few pain tokens. It's really nice when he does roll those 4-ups to get them back. Sometimes it doesn't matter. In that case, it becomes more of like a screen that you can kind of put up in the middle. And the second debate is whether or not you take Ravagers instead of Scourge. I'm going to say, I don't care if they hit worse and they require more pain tokens to work. Being able to move, shoot, and then move again is game winning, and it comes up in every single match. And there you have it, folks. 2,000 points. That was a really fun event. Thank you so much, Lionel, and everybody for watching so far. Make sure you leave a like on the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and a huge shout out to the channel Patreons, without whom none of this is possible. If you'd like to support the channel further, the link is in the description for bonus content and Discord as well. I'll see you over there, and I hope you have a fantastic time. The Dark Kin. Bye, everybody.